Hi. So, anyways, today I'm just gonna give you a small tip with a few pointers before I diverge to storytelling time. To how to sense or feel out a person's character more accurately. So, thank you for kind attention first. And point number one, you gotta use your first impression or your intuition to see if most of your sensing is on the spot. So, if there's a trend of you sensing other people, and usually your intuition is right, then use it, trust it. Take it as a tool, an intangible tool that's in your body, the antennae or antenna. If it isn't, or that you get fooled easily and you get attracted to silly humans who are not that decent, heal up, go for a psychological psychoanalysis and psychotherapy. Or when you send somebody that you could trust, flip it to the opposite side. Yeah, because you got a flawed or haywire antennae. So flip it opposite, and this person's not that trustworthy. What I would recommend is that, of course, take it as a reference. Do not take it as a commandment or all that, because it's stupid to have commandments. Best to not trust first, then slowly, gradually verify and then transition to more and more trusting of the person. So you trust the person and actions, increase the percentage to 1, 2, 3, and so called, and so on. Yeah. Number two, words and actions. Well, it's not just one or two occasions, all right? It's a accumulation of words and actions to check out for green or red flags. So for words, right? What you can sense is that how they joke around, how they make their statements, and how they the tone, what kind of small little things they're trying to poke around with, either throw shade or what. So for example, a secondary school friend of mine, like ex-friend now, of course, they will thank certain schools or certain groups of people, thanking them for tanking the bell curve. Yeah, because he said it in a very condescending tone. So from then on, it's good to observe for more repetitions of such words. Another occasion of how he did it was when he was alone with one of his other friends. He would tell them about how screwed up his other friend is. Destination of the meetup point. Oh, he will act like nothing has happened and acted like he's a very holy man or woman or whatever, and forgives all little details. So in that case, you got to think, if this is accumulative and many such occasions occurred, that means when I'm not around, this person could do the same shit. Yeah, that's indecent, but you know, some people like to, leave their tails out. Number two, how they blame people with their words. So let's say for a project, right? If the project somehow ends up smooth sailing, and they try to take all credits, that's not very good, you know, flag to observe for. The other one is that during a project when it's smooth sailing, and then if you see anybody telling you, like the person you're trying to feel out for, like use your intuition to feel out for, he tells you, oh, the project is smooth, probably because teammate A is scared of teammate B. So teammate B is dictating the whole thing. That's why it's running smooth. Maybe he's scared of him. Now, this kind of thing may seem like half joking, and some people may say that, oh, you're probably overthinking. Well, keep that in mind for now as a tangible thing to observe for. if this kind of jokes and all that makes you feel like what the hell, then probably they're trying to not joke around, but they're actually trying to be a jerk. Yeah. Believe what you feel inside. Yeah. And do not dishonor yourself. That's part of self-love. Self-love is not just about disciplining yourself in terms of the gym and all that. It's also about what kind of things I can accept and what kind of things I dare to stand up for. Of course, for myself. And it's not standing up for myself to get a lot of benefits or what, but it's when people tries to, edge in and cross your boundaries and then get more and more out of you at an unreasonable level and extent, then yeah, it's time to stand up for yourself. Because you compromising is you being cruel to yourself. Yeah, and they're probably not going to appreciate it anyways. Back to the topic, words and actions. Now we're talking about actions. So how does it help to feel out that person? Is that, let's say when they ask for help and they ask for more help, like you already did them a favor by changing stuff for them. That's number one. Then after that, number two, you help them again by changing another thing for them. But then for the number two, when they want it changed back and in such a short time, then what the hell? Did they consider whether you can make the changes, or did they consider whether you can afford to make the changes in such a short time? If they didn't say anything at all about those, and then they said, "Oh, I'm just asking if you want to change. I know it's a favor, but I don't need it anymore." Like, what the hell? Screw the indecent human, man. Another occasion you can take it as it resonates is that, let's say a friend asks from you to borrow this and that. So if like 2-3 times or like even 7-8 times, then you know that person is screwed up. And also you don't want to be entertaining a screwed up person. One such example is that you borrow something, that person borrows something from you, such as a swimming trunk. They use it and without washing or anything, or offering to wash. That's the very least they can do, right? This person returns you the swimming trunk and just say, "Oh no, give it back to you. Oh, thanks." You can see that this kind of self-centeredness and how they take it as "Oh, I'm getting help. Okay, I'm just returning the trunk." How they fail to realize what kind of inconvenience that they cause you is something to really look out for. Yeah. Well, if the opposite is happening, yeah, then you take it as a green flag. But usually this kind of self-centeredness is not to be entertained. Number 3 will be a bonus. It's called limitation number. So based on the birthday month and day, you add them up and you put it to the ones digit. You reduce it to the simplest ones digit. Like, for example, sorry, I gotta use the X-friend because he's got good examples to help enlighten my audience here. September 26th. You add it up. It's 2 plus 6 plus 9. It's 17, but you want it to simplify to the simplest ones digit. 17 in the simplest one digit is 1 plus 7 is 8. So limitation number 8. If you add Amber Heard's number, is also 8. They have 3 characteristics, and the main keyword that encompasses the 3 characteristics will be power. Number 1, they want to control their own fate. So they sometimes may believe that they are victims of power. Yeah, you see the keyword? when they may or may not be a victim of power. Number 2, they are masterminds or the people behind the scene manipulating the shit out of people. So that's it. When they show that they self-reflect, they show that they are sorry in front of many people, usually it benefits them a lot, like their image in front of people. Something to be careful of. Or let's say if that person tells you behind the scenes that, like, just one-to-one, saying that, oh, this person is useless in offering intel in some call in his job, in his military police or whatever, and then in front of that person he called useless, he's smiling and he acts like everybody is his friend, you take note. Yeah, this is a mastermind. Number 3, people with the number 8, because they want to control their own fate and reach to a place of power, they may be a workaholic. Yeah. So these are 3 main characteristics for limitation number 8. This is a bonus for those who have been hearing out the entire time that I'm speaking. Thank you for your kind attention. I'm going to end this live stream.